Sir, do not walk away from me when I'm talking to you. Answer the question. Get that dang camera on my face before I break upside your skull, boy. 6 feet, buddy. It's called social distancing. Sir, there is no need for that type of aggression. Whoa, hey, don't do that. What's up, guys? Josh here, back with another video. And today I'm going to share with you the #1 habit that has changed in my life, setting systems rather than goals, and why you're going to be as convinced as I am at the end of this video that if you're seeking a fulfilling career, relationships, and rewarding self-validation, then the way is setting systems and not goals. If you're excited as I am, then thumb punch that like button and let's jump in. Now, before I show you how to set up your own personal systems for maximum productivity, minimum distraction, and real life altering progress, I think it's important to understand the difference between a system and a goal, and why without a high level system, you're guaranteed to set yourself up for failure. According to yourdictionary.com, the definition of a system is a set of rules, an arrangement of things, or a group of related things that work toward a common goal. An example of a system is liking this video and subscribing to my channel with the bell icon to consistently improve your life and achieve your dreams. Wow, shout out to yourdictionary.com for the love. Whereas the definition of a goal is something you aspire to do or wish to do. An example of goal is Josh's beard. Hashtag life goals. Now, why can't you just set a goal and ignore the rest of this video? The simple answer is that if you want to bring your goals into reality, it's going to require consistent daily action. And if we're honest with ourselves, consistency is really difficult because most days you don't feel like it. You're sleep deprived, stressed the heck out, anxious. And life just has a way of constantly throwing curveballs and distractions our way, let alone the poor self-talk and excuses we make every single day. So how could anybody expect you to change your life? Well, without systems, I don't believe you can. So today I'm going to show you my systems for my relationships, fitness, and running my YouTube channel to prove that these systems are universal and can be applied to any area of life that you want to improve. Let's talk about relationship systems to improve your connection, communication, and attraction. I'm choosing these first because these are the simplest systems of the 3 that I'm going to show you today. These systems were inspired by 2 really terrible fights between me and my wife, where I was so consumed with my business and she is a stay-at-home mom and wife, and the communication was just getting really bad, honestly, and one night it just really blew up on our faces, and we decided we needed to do something quick. I present to you our Fight Club rules. Now, normally rule #1, as you can see right here, is we don't talk about Fight Club, but because this is just between you and me, I figured we could make an exception. So what we did is we got the laptop, and I suggest you do the same with your partner, and we just started jotting down things that we would no longer accept from ourselves and each other. Things like be very specific of what you're looking for out of the conversation, such as I want to be listened to versus I'm looking for advice. Another big one is that the discussion isn't over until both of us are satisfied. Like, one person can't become dismissive if the topic is important to the other person. We posted it where we normally had our fights, which is right there on the living room wall, so whenever the gloves were about to come off, come on, hit me with your best shot right here on it. Oh snap, this is gonna get good quick. Oh god, that was a good one. That was a good one. We would be reminded of the standards that we set for one another, and this really helped our relationship big time. And the newest addition to the Angel Residence, the Daily Relationship Checklist, or as I like to call it, the DIRC. Really didn't think that acronym out too well, did you, buddy? Now, this daily check-in doesn't mean that you're not currently doing these things, but it's just a reminder to reinforce the things that are really important to each other. So we decided not to choose more than 5 things for each other. For me, it's really important that my wife takes 30 minutes of guilt-free, uninterrupted self-care, and it's really important to my wife that I disconnect from the business and be more present with our conversations. A great resource that you guys could use is a book called The 5 Languages of Love. It really helps you guys understand what that person is seeking in terms of attention and affection. We all show it in different ways, and we all expect to receive it in different ways. There will be a link down in the description below if you haven't checked out the book. It's highly recommended for you couples out there. And to complete this system for great communication, we've been using an app called Slack. This has really helped our relationship in a big way. If you've ever felt frustrated because you want to tell your partner something and you don't want to forget, but you also get frustrated when random things are just constantly thrown your way, then I think this is a great system to help you both. We have the free version, and we created multiple channels or very specific message boards for each area of our life. No pun intended, but I believe the 4 most important categories in that app for us are non-urgent, important, non-urgent, not important, urgent, important, and are urgent, not important. The reason why I believe this is so vital to our relationship and such a great system is because it teaches us prioritization. Not everything that's happening in your life needs to be addressed right now, this very second, nor does it even need to be addressed by you, but it also doesn't need to be completely ignored either. An example of something that is non-urgent but important in our lives is remembering to have someone cut our grass or pick up our laundry. To make this system a little bit easier to understand, we define something as urgent as something that has a specific deadline attached to it. So something that we would define as both urgent and important is our son's doctor's appointment or paying the rent. Then there's the urgent, not important topics, such as things like returning something to the store. There is a timeline, but it's not going to severely impact your life if you don't get around to doing it. And lastly is your not urgent and not important, and that's just basically everything that doesn't fall into the other three categories. These are your time-sucking, time-wasting activities like constantly checking your email, social, and texting. I hope this is making sense to you guys, and the purpose of this system is that when either my wife or myself have something that we want to discuss with the other person, we're going to tag them in that specific category that we just discussed so that it's not something that continually crowds our minds, and it really forces us to consider both the urgency and importance of that thing within the grand scheme of things, which provides a way better way of communicating versus common explosive brain diarrhea all over the other person the moment that you think about it. Guys, please let me know down in the comments below if you're enjoying this type of content by typing yes down in the comments. The second system that I'd love to share with you guys today is my system for diet and fitness. I'm naturally someone who gets distracted really easily, and when I get an idea, I normally just act on it right away. It's been really helpful to me at certain times, and other times it's been a really big hindrance. So this system is set up with some critical moving parts to make sure that I'm on track doing the things that need to be done with limited distractions. My system starts with my identity. Why do people who lose a ton of weight either through diet and exercise or even through surgery sometimes put it all back on, and even more so than when they began? I believe that's how they see themselves. It's their identity. If there's a part of your life where you're making progress, but then you find yourself constantly self-sabotaging and returning back to where you were before, I believe it's because you haven't done the deep work necessary to change your identity at its core, and it's how you see yourself. So a great way to change your identity at its core is through visualization and reinforced affirmations that engage your RAS, or reticular activating system. And if you're interested in learning more about this part of your brain, check out this video right here. I begin every single morning reading my affirmations for the goals I want to achieve with the visual stimulants to reinforce the idea of who I want to become, as well as it serves as a reminder of what is truly important to me and what I should be focusing on throughout the day. Another part of this system is how my apps are set up on my phone. I have my apps set up in a way that reinforces the process of my routine to maximize my time. Not only do I have my apps categorized by their little homes like Gains, YouTube, Instagram, etc., but I also have them structured in a way that it actually makes sense for my process throughout the day. An example is the first thing I do in the morning is work out. So naturally I make my workout home, aka Gains, the first on my phone, and within that Gains home, I have my workout app that has all my workouts. Then the next app is my Rack Math app to help me figure out how much weight I need to put on the bar, because mathing at 3:30 in the morning is definitely not something I'm prepared to do. And after that is my Arn Path bar to measure and track my technique. So you see that I don't waste any time scrolling through my phone to find the exact app I'm looking for, and it reinforces the goals I've set for myself. Another part of my system for fitness is a two-part combo of inventory and delegation. This system will help you with the following things. Firstly, it's going to help you save time, which is your most precious asset. It's going to help you keep on budget, so it helps your financial decisions. And it's also going to make sure that you plan your meals accordingly so that you can track your macros, keep your calories in check, etc. Now, if you don't have an amazing, supportive wife like me, you can do this all by yourself. So going back to that Slack app before, we have a category called House. And this category is specifically meant to keep inventory of everything from food and butt paper to my son's diapers and detergent. By staying on top of our inventory, there's no need to make random, time-sucking trips to the store for random pickups of one or two things throughout the week. Once you have your inventory on lock, It's time to delegate it. Now, you can choose to use any app that you like. I use the Walmart grocery app. By using this app, not only can I just throw the couple dollars to have everything delivered to my house, but I don't make the number one mistake that we're all guilty of, no one more than this guy, and that is going to the store on an empty stomach. Every time I do, I always look at my decisions in disgust and think to myself, you are a special kind of stupid, aren't you? Feel free to do this as often as you like, but for us, we prefer to do this every 2 weeks or twice a month. The last system that I would like to share with you guys today is my system for producing quality, consistent YouTube videos for you guys while still maintaining a full-time job, being a family man, and still having the time to do things that are important to me. The app that I've been using recently to produce consistent, high-quality videos for you guys is an app called Asana. Once again, with Asana, I have multiple channels that keep me on track, one of them being my schedule. For example, Fridays are my shoot days, Saturdays are my edit days, but if I crush Friday and I wound up shooting more than I anticipated or got it done quicker than anticipated, then I'm gonna be able to edit on Friday as well to get ahead of schedule. The point of this is you wanna batch similar tasks to get in a state of flow so that way you're not stalling and doing busy work. Once I'm done editing, I have to create not only one, but 2 thumbnails, and I do this for a very intentional purpose and reason, which is to keep myself accountable. If you make it to the end of my videos, you're gonna see this image right here, and this is called an end card, and I designed it in a very specific and intentional way to keep me accountable, because when you see that image right there that says what you can expect from me next week, it forces me to make sure that I have next week's video at least already planned, what I'm gonna do, maybe if it's not shot, but at least I have the idea, as well as it forces me to make the thumbnail to keep you guys anticipating more videos from me, as well as to keep me on track and keep me accountable. So when you're designing systems for yourself, make sure to design them in a way that puts unavoidable, non-negotiable accountability to yourself. And that, y'all, are 3 of my daily systems that I use in order to be highly productive, connected with my family, and highly satisfied with myself when I lay my head down at night. If you like this video, you know what to do. Like that video, be sure to share, subscribe, hit that notifications bell so you're notified every single Monday when I drop fresh new content to set you up for the week. Sir, do not walk away from me when I'm talking to you. Answer the question. Get that dang camera on my face before I break upside your skull, boy. 6 feet, buddy, it's called social distancing. Sir, there is no need for that type of aggression. Whoa, hey, don't do that. Alright, if I do the video, you just get on my face. I swear, if I catch a corona, I'm coming after you, boy. Check out that video right there. If you want to up your game and crush this year, hit that notifications bell so you'll notify when that video drops, because it's going to be awesome. Until then, make sure to make today great. Josh will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.